Hey, can I ask you something personal? If retirement came tomorrow, and maybe it has for me, would you have enough money to live a life you actually want? For a lot of us, the honest answer is no. And that's not a failure, it's just life. Things happen, plans change, Social Security turns out to be less than we expected, and suddenly we're asking ourselves, now what? That's exactly what this video is about. But before we jump into solutions, I have a whole separate video coming after this with 10 real ways to earn money after retirement. I want to start though with something that most people skip. The questions you need to ask yourself first, because the right answer for you depends entirely on who you are and what you actually want. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Brenda. This is Retired Not So Much, a channel for women over 50 who know they're not done yet. I document my real journey building income online through Etsy, YouTube, and Substack. The wins, the slow days, and everything in between. And if that sounds like your life, hit subscribe. Okay, so let's talk about the questions that matter before anything else. Here's what happens when most people realize they need more income in retirement. They panic a little. They Google jobs for seniors, how to make money after 60, and they jump into the first thing that sounds reasonable. And sometimes it works out, but a lot of times it doesn't. And because they picked something that didn't fit their life, their health, or their personality. So these 10 questions are going to help you figure out what actually fits you. Question 1. How much physical work can you do? This is a starting point. Are you able to drive, stand for several hours, work with your hands? Some of the best income options for retirees involve physical activity, grocery delivery, dog walking, ride-share driving. But if your body has other ideas, that narrows the field of what you can do. And that's okay. It just tells you where to look or where not to look. Question 2. Do you want to work from home or get out of the house? I personally have worked from home for the last 12 years. I like working from home, so this is what I think I want to do. But may not be the right thing. I may need to do something different. So this one is more important than what people realize. I've worked from home for the last 12 years, and honestly, some days I don't leave the house at all. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 days. I may not even go outside. And that works for me. But for a lot of people, especially if retirement has felt isolating, getting out and being around other people is part of what makes work feel good. So understand which one fits you best. Question 3. Are you comfortable with computers or willing to learn? A huge portion of the best income opportunities right now are online. You don't have to be a tech wizard. I'm certainly not. But you do need to be willing to learn the basics. And I promise, if I can figure it out at 67, you can too. Question 4. Do you have writing skills? Or is that something you want to develop? Writing is one of the most valuable skills you can have right now. Honestly, ever. Substack, blogging, content creation, virtual assistant work, so much of it comes with being able to communicate clearly in writing. And with AI tools available today, even if writing doesn't come naturally, you can absolutely develop this skill. Question 5. Are you open to learning new technologies with AI? I know AI can feel overwhelming. Believe me, I get it. But here's the truth. AI is not going away. And the people who learn to use it now will have a real advantage. And that includes us as we move into retirement. I use it every single day in my business, in my personal life, and it has changed everything. You don't need to understand how it works. You need to be willing to try. And it's easier than you think. Question 6. Can you work flexible or odd hours? Some of the gig economy options, grocery delivery, rideshare, etc., tend to be the busiest on evenings and weekends. If your schedule is completely flexible, that's an advantage. If you have grandkids to pick up or routines you want to protect, factor that in. Know your schedule before you make a decision about what direction you want to go. Question 7. Do you have a smartphone and know how to use the camera? That may sound like a strange question, but it matters more than you'd think. A smartphone with a decent camera opens up a surprising number of opportunities, from YouTube to selling on Etsy to work apps that require photo uploads. And if you have one and know how to use it, you're already ahead. Question 8. How many hours a day do you actually want to work? Be honest with yourself here. Some people want to work 20 hours a week. Some are willing to work full time. Do you want it to be a hobby or do you want it to be a real job? There's no wrong answer, but knowing what you want up front will save you from jumping into something that takes over your life when all you wanted was a little extra income. Question 9. Do you need additional training? And what does that look like for you? Some paths require licensing and certification, like selling insurance, which is totally doable. Others require nothing. Think honestly about how much time and money you're willing to invest in training before you start earning. Question 10. Are you willing to make some changes to reach your goals? This is a big one because the honest truth is if you want something different, you have to do something different. That might mean learning a new skill, trying something that feels uncomfortable at first, putting yourself out there in a new way. Change is hard, but staying stuck is harder. So there you have it. 10 questions to ask yourself before you start looking for the next income source in retirement. I'd encourage you to actually write your answers down. Not just think about them, write them. Because when you see your answers on paper, the right path tends to become a lot more clear. Now, part 2, which is coming up soon, in a few days, I'm going to walk you through 10 real ways to earn money after retirement. If you don't want to miss it, hit subscribe and the bell so you get notified the moment it goes live. And if any of these questions hit close to home, drop a comment below. Are you figuring out your next step? Have you already found something that works? I'd love to hear from you. I'll see you in part 2. Bye.